Hello friends, today we are learn about types of constructor. There are four types of constructor: default constructor, parameterized constructor, copy constructor, and static constructor. Now we have to discuss about default constructor. Default constructor is a parameterless constructor. If programmer fail to provide default constructor, compiler itself provide a default constructor. Default constructor is responsible for initializing numeric data type and string data type and object data type inside a class. If numeric data type present inside a class, it can be initialized with 0, and if string data type or object data type is present inside a class, it can be initialized with null. Next constructor is parameterized constructor. Parameterized constructor at least take one parameter. It's called as parameterized constructor. Parameterized constructor initialize each new instance with new different value. Next constructor is copy constructor. This constructor create an object by copying variable from another object. It means initialize a new instance to the value of existing instance. Next constructor is a static constructor. Static constructor is responsible for initializing static member of class. Static constructor call once before first instance is created. Static constructor execute only once in class. Static constructor cannot be parameterized. Declaring static constructor not use access modifier. Now we are implementing all types of constructor using Visual Studio 2015. Let's move towards the Visual Studio 2015. Now we are start Visual Studio 2015. It takes some time to open. Now I am creating one console application. In that we have to implement our default constructor. I'm clicking on new project. Select on console app, and here I will give the name of our application Demo. Click and OK. Now it's creating the application. Here we have created our first application Demo. Inside that we have implemented our first constructor is default constructor. If I'm not writing constructor here, then compiler itself provide constructor. So I will show you how to create the object this class program p equal to new. Now I am build the application. Here build application successfully means there is no error and we can successfully create our object of program class. Means compiler itself provide one default constructor. Now we have to declare some parameters here. Int I, string str. Now if we don't initialize parameter, then compiler or constructor itself initialize the members with default value. So I will just declare the parameter int and string, and there I am not initializing value to int and string parameter. Now constructor is responsible for the initialize with default value. The default value for int is 0 and string is null. Now I am just print the int variable and string variable. So I will write now here. So I will write here console dot write line, and using creating object of program class p dot I, and now we will call to the string console dot write line and call it to the string parameter p dot str. Now to hold the output I will write console dot read key, and now we will run the program. First we build the program and then we will run the program. There is no error. Now I am running the program. On click on start. Now here we get the output of our program. Int variable initialized with 0 value and string variable with initialized with null value. So if programmer not initialize the variable of class, then constructor itself initialize with default value. Next constructor is a parameterized constructor. The first point in parameterized constructor is the parameterized constructor takes at least one argument as a parameter. So I am declaring here parameterized constructor public program, and inside bracket we will pass integer as a parameter and constructor body. Here we have declaring our parameterized constructor. Now we will call the parameterized constructor by creating object of class. Creating object of class means calling constructor program equal to new program. Inside, while we are creating object of program class, the intelligence said that program int I means inside program class there is a constructor that takes integer as a parameter. So I will pass here int parameter means numeric value double one, and now I'm right now I am build our application. Application built successfully. Now I am write one statement here to print the value of I. Console dot write line. In that I will write a message int I value and directly write I semicolon. Now to hold the output of program, we will write console dot read key to hold the output. Now I am build the application using F5. I am running the program. Okay. Here you will get the output of our program. Int I is equal to 11. Our second point is it can be initialized each instance of class to the different value. Means Every time we create the class, and that time we will pass the different value to the parameter. Now I am creating one more object of class program v1 equal to new program, and here I will pass 12 here. I will build the program and run. Here you get to know the program output is int value is 11 and int value is 12, because every time we create the object of parameterized constructor, at the time of object creation means calling of constructor, we will pass the different value to the constructor. We can declare more than one parameter also. I will declare string str. So at the time of object creation or constructor calling, it's the two argument intelligence show here. Now I'm passing here woman, and here I will passing woman. Now I build the application and sorry, we just write here string value here str and okay. Now will and run. You will get the expected output. Okay. 11 woman, 12 cool. Okay. Means parameterized constructor takes more than one value. Here we clear the all points discussed in parameterized constructor. Next constructor is a static constructor. Static constructor declare with static keyword, and it can be invoked before creating first object of our class. So I will create a static constructor inside a class. Static constructor cannot declare with the access modifier, so directly we have to write static and program name and constructor body. Here I will write console dot write line. Here inside that I will write static constructor dot and now here I will write console dot write line inside main method, and here I write one statement for hold the output of console. So read key. Now I'm just running our application. First build the application, then I will run, and I will put the breakpoint here. Before main method call goes to the static constructor. That's why we cannot pass the parameter to the static constructor, because in class it can be run only once before creating first instance of class. So we cannot pass the parameter to the static constructor. That's why static constructor cannot be the parameter. Right now I'm running the program. Now we have to debug the program. Before main method
static constructor is called, and now goes to the main method call. Now here you see the output. First statement is static constructor call and then main method. Means first call goes to the static constructor and it can be executed only once, and next call goes to the main method. That's why we cannot provide parameter to the static constructor. Till now, whatever discussed in our class, all topics are covered. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.